YouTube. This is going to be part 2 of the sharpening of the knives. This is the stone we're going to use. This is the best stone that I have. This is a good all around for anything you're going to sharpen stone. What you always want to do is clean your stone off a little. Kind of wipe it off, because if there's a little piece of sand or a little piece of grit, it'll nick your edge. We're going to put a line of oil on there, just a little. And then we're going to put a little WD-40 on there. This was 3-in-1. And I will use the case honing oil, but I'm out right now. Just a little bit of that. Okay. We're going to go with this one. What we want to do, we're going to start right on the tip. Get it in the oil. And just one shove. One time. Slow. So that you can watch it take the shape of your knife, the point down. We want to start right on the point, right on the tip, and just shove it in. And we turn it over and do the same thing, slow, so that you can hear it. You can hear it cut the edge. We want to raise it up about that much off the stone. Okay, we'll just continue on here. You want to do it 4 or 5 times, slow. You can hear it. When you get to the end, you can hear it. Just slow. None of this, not with the knives. None of this around and around, no. With the knives, one nice stroke across the stone. Nice. Smooth, one nice steady stroke on the stone. Right like so. Do it a few times on each side. Then you clean your blade off. You can kind of test it. Very nice. A little bit more. You can hear it cut the edge. You can strop a butcher knife, but it's not really necessary. You're only cutting meat. You're not carving wood. A little bit more. And check it out here. I think I got a little piece of paper here. I can try it on the paper. I don't like doing this, but it seems like everybody does do it that way, so we'll try it. Really, on the paper, if you want to really see how sharp it is, you want to cut right on the edge of the paper. Anyway, that's good enough. I don't really like cutting the paper, but you can strop them if you decide to. Try to get that burr off of there if you want. The same with do the same with all the knives. You're gonna come right there. Nice even stroke. And you can kind of pick your stone up at an angle there. You don't want to push real hard. Now if you really, really want to put a fine edge on a knife, once you get the edge on where you want it, you take the knife and hold the tip here on the handle. And you put the knife on there. Do not push down, but just push the knife. And let the weight of the knife itself put the edge on. And it'll even out that edge for you. It'll even it out. Now we're not, well, like I say, I don't really like to cut the paper, but I will demonstrate a little bit here. It doesn't take much on your stone to put the edge on. The paper really doesn't prove anything to me, but a lot of people like to do it. Real quick, we got the skinning knife. Same thing. We're going to start out kind of pushing down at that angle. It's the angle you want to try to learn. You want to raise the back of that up about a half an inch, maybe less than that. You want to just nice, even movement on that on the stone. I like a wet stone to use water, and they will put an edge on there. But I'm just not going to pay that kind of money for those water stones. It's just too much money for me to pay. These cost enough. But anyway, I feel the burr on that, and here we're going to take the knife. We're just going to let the edge of the knife do its own thing. It'll take that burr off of there. Take that burr right off of there for you. Okay, now, like I say, just a little, just let the knife, the weight of the knife, do it itself right at the end when you're finished getting the edge on there. Then you can see there, it's all right. They're not as sharp as I'd like for them to be, but I'm not carving, I'm going to butcher. You may need a little file in case you have a nick in that knife or a burr you can't get off. And you can strop them if you desire to do so. I don't think it's really necessary on a butcher knife. We're not shaving. We're just going to cut meat or chicken or whatever we're cutting up. Real quick, I'm going to try to do it on the right here. Knife goes on the steel. This is a steel, sharpening steel, butcher steel. But you pull down. You don't want your fingers to hang over like your thumb. You don't want your fingers, nope. Keep them in back of the guard because you will cut yourself. Nice even strokes down like so. And pull the knife toward you. All right, right like that. Look here. Kind of moving the steel a little bit. Extend the hand. This is for when you take the edge. You're working with the knife. You took the edge off. You want to put it back on there real quick because you don't have time to, to sharpen it and file. But you got this steel. And it has an edge on it that will take that off. It'll take that burr off there for you. And this is for butchering. Once you get that where you want it, you put the edge right back on. Again, well, there we go. Well, anyway, you know what I'm talking about. It's a little hard to do it in here. I need to be standing up. But anyway, that's how I sharpen the butcher knives. I sharpen this. There's no difference in this than there is in this. They're both, you sharpen them. A sharp, just like a knife, sharpen them up. And there's no difference. I've used this to butcher with many times. I use the cleaver. But This is hard to sharpen. Just the shape of the blade, it's pretty difficult. But I can sharpen it with a file easier than with this. All right, thanks for watching. I want you to have a good day, and God bless.